Hi, Braxton. Hi. Can you see me better? Is this a little better anyway? I'm getting the volume up here. I can't hear you currently. Let's see. Yeah, I don't hear you. I can see you, but not hear you.
Try that now.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Good.
Okay. So then, are you okay with us, with you hosting the Twitter chat and Facebook chat too?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to do the I'm trying to do both. So yeah, no problem. I'm sending out I'm re-inviting again on here.
Okay. Just want to, I mean, I'll be there too. I'm thinking it's better that it just brands you better.
Yep. Just posting to Facebook now.
Oh no. Oh yeah. No, I actually meant for, like the whole 6 months. Are you okay if we go
Oh, that's
through
fine.
like your Twitter? I just wanted to double check before we
Yeah, that's
say it
fine.
live. Okay. Just checking.
Yep.
Thanks for doing that though. Thank you. Yeah, I
No
posted
problem.
everywhere too today. So
All right, so I got Facebook, and I'm gonna just hit Twitter right quick to let them know to come on through. I'm gonna mute this mic. Okay.
oh, and one more quick question. Do you want to just introduce yourself or do you want me to?
Oh no,
Like,
I can do it. It's no big deal.
okay, cool. So I'm just more here to kind of bounce off of
Yeah, that's
what
fine.
just double checking.
All right. So should we open up the chat room just in case? How do we know who we have in here?
Definitely. I think the chat rooms will tell us. Yeah.
Chat. Nobody's there yet.
Okay. Well, if we're live, it looks like we might be live, then people will start watching.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be reposted on YouTube and Google. So
Okay. Excellent. I'm gonna move those over there. So I don't have. They said there's one viewer. Is that other than us?
could be. Yeah. So someone's watching. Hello, whoever that is.
Yeah. Whoever's on, can you chat something in the group chat box there? Or they just left?
They might be back.
Yeah. We got one viewer. Wish you can click on him and see who it was. Excuse me.
Bless you. Did you just
Thank
sneeze?
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I know what I need to do. I probably need to put on, let's see.
I'm having flashbacks now. That made my night, actually, last night. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think I
wear
need to put my hat on.
put your hat on, your official hat.
That's right.
So, so Braxton, do you want to tell everyone, even like for the recorded, people are going to be watching this in the recording, who you are and what you're all about and your campaign?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So everybody, thank you guys for coming in. Since this is going to be on YouTube, we'll go ahead and get it started anyway, even though we only have a couple of people. My name is Braxton Cosby. I am the new fitness brand ambassador for SmashOn. I'm also a blogger. I blog a lot of health related articles out there for you guys to pick up. I've got a YouTube page. If you go to FatDoc or look up BraxtonCosby.com, Braxton Cosby on Facebook, you'll be able to see some of my videos. I'm just doing things like push-ups and a little bit of my cha-cha I helped Jamie Dukes, NFL, ex-retired NFL offensive lineman for the NFL. He now works as an analyst for the NFL Network. I helped him put together an exercise video called Cha-cha for Men. We abbreviated as C4. And that is out. So you'll see a couple of clips of that on my YouTube page as well. Right now, I am currently also an author. I have several books out right now. I always get confused with the ones I say when I tell people I've written so many books, because some are published right now and some are going to be published this year under a joint association of Cosby Media Productions, which I'm the CEO of, and Tate Publishing LLC. So we kind of have a joint deal with the distribution of the ebook, audiobook, and paperback books. So those books will come out under that. We have a nice group of authors who are just wonderful with fantastic original stories that they're sharing as well through our platform. So we're very excited with that. Let's see. In January, my health book will be coming out called Fat Free for Life. 13 Principles of Guaranteed Weight Loss and Ultimate Health under Charisma House Publishing. So I'm very excited about that.
Awesome.
That would give a huge platform, give everybody a chance to kind of get everything that I talk about on a weekly basis through my blogs and some teaching that I do, all consolidated into one place in my book. Really attacks the spiritual, the physical, and the mental state of health and wellness and what that means. So all of that is broken down, and I really think we gave you a nice program to follow in incorporating what I call the Eat Less, Move More initiative, which is what I came up with. I created that, and it basically just makes it much easier for you to learn how to control the volume I really believe that people overeat, and they just have a volume issue. Eating and being obese is more of a volume issue than it is anything else. You can change what you eat, but if you still eat a lot of it, then you're still putting a lot of food in your stomach, and you're stretching your stomach out. And the amount of food that has to be consumed in order to be full increases over time, and before you know it, weight loss is something that I call, it's very insidious. You don't realize you gain a pound a week. Even if you gain a pound a month, after a whole year you put on 12 pounds, and that's something you may not notice. But then after 5 years you put on 60 pounds, and then before you know it, everybody is noticing that you've gained 60 pounds, especially if they haven't seen you in 5 years. And you put on another 5 years of doing that, you've gained 120, and now you're really pushing the envelope on being healthy, because obviously the excess weight is going to contribute to other such diseases as diabetes and coronary artery disease, arteriosclerosis, arteriosclerosis, which all lead to CVAs, which are strokes, and you put yourself at a high risk for heart attack. So that all being said, I am basically here to help you guys. Like I said, as a fitness brand ambassador for the platform SmashOn, also through my blog and my Facebook page. If you want to check me out, it's Dr. Braxton Cosby under the Facebook title. And you can also go to my page. You can just go to my website. If you don't want to go through all of that, just go to my website. All those links are there. You'll be able to follow me on Twitter, which is @BraxtonACosby. If you go to my website, it's BraxtonCosby.com. Very simple. And you just have access to all that good stuff, all the articles, all the books are there, some video, and everything that you can just kind of connect with me, send me your questions and all of that, and we'll just have a good time trying to do whatever I can to motivate you to be healthy.
So Braxton, I love that, and I think that was a really awesome introduction, and I'm so excited for the world to know about you, because you offer so much. And I mean, you're a physical therapist. You have a PhD in physical therapy, and you're also a celebrated author and an award-winning author. And then on top of that, you're also a personal trainer, right? And then also, are you also a certified sports nutritionist, or?
Yep.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, and also, like you were mentioning, you are our fitness brand ambassador for SmashOn. So we can tell people more about SmashOn a little bit later, but just you have amazing gifts, and you are out to help people get in shape and find the real motivation, right? Because it starts with mindset. And you actually have on your website, BraxtonCosby.com, you have a story from, do you want to tell people about the nurse that you helped?
Yeah, I'm really starting to pull from the experiences of the people who have actually participated in the campaign, the Eat Less, Move More. And if you go to my site now, BraxtonCosby.com, all my articles are right there, right on the page. I wanted to make sure it was easy access for everybody. And, Cosby's Corner is really like my platform, my soapbox. And that's also something that is in the book, where I give you all this information. I give you the statistics. I give you all the lowdown on the spiritual side of health. And I give you the personal experiences that I've had. And even some other people have had these amazing experiences of overcoming difficult odds and still accomplishing their goals and meeting their goals. Because I know it's quite a grind in anything to try to achieve your goals, but weight loss and weight management is really something that is very monumental and very challenging. But I say all that to say, I've been working with so many people. I do fitness boot camps down here in Atlanta, Georgia, with groups of folks, and we lose over hundreds of pounds. And I also do personal consultation with some people. And I have an interview that I do with one of the people I worked with since last year. Her name is Erica, and she's actually a registered nurse. And over the last year, she's lost over 50 pounds from just doing the Eat Less, Move More campaign. And we have her interview right there live as a real person with real results. And if you go to the page, you can actually click on the video, and it's right there embedded in the website. And you can just see the interview, and she talks about her struggles and her challenges and how she's overcome and made adjustments.
And Braxton, do you have that link up here? Because I know we can post links.
Yeah, you're right. Let me go ahead and pull that up.
Yeah, because we have in the showcase. I know we can put that on there. Like I just watched the video of you talking to this nurse, and it's a great video. It's a great story. I really like your approach with people. You're very down to earth, and I think people are going to find you really relatable. You know, which I think is really important because I think there are so many like bells and whistles and fads with weight loss that I think people get overwhelmed and kind of lose sight of the whole point and like the real ways that you can truly lose weight and keep it off.
Yeah, and I think that's the issue is that weight loss becomes so overbearing when you talk about all these programs. I mean, there's like a zillion different ways to do something, and and everybody's like, oh, I can't do that, that's way too much. And I don't blame them. I mean, it does get very taxing and difficult to keep up with all the calorie counting and all the challenges, and then the what I have to keep a track of, and how do I have to do this, and how I have to work out, and I need this and that. So to me, Eat Less, Move More was just so simplified because I broke it down to, hey, it's just about eating less and moving more. And it sounds very simple, but it's obviously not that simple. But it's something that people can manage because all they have to do is I just challenge them to eat, half of their portions, or whatever your portion was. Be honest with yourself. Eat half of that. Save it for later, maybe. So you basically go through your breakfast. I'm going to pull up that link right now, actually, to my Facebook page. So Facebook is listed.
Awesome.
My Google Plus, of course, is listed here in the showcase. And so is the website for YouTube. Actually, I'm going to pull up my regular website because I don't think that's on here. But yeah, I try to make it as simplified as possible because, you can have 3 meals during the day. You can have 3 snacks, and as long as your meals are, as long as it's about portion control, you should be fine. Because you're eating half of what you normally eat. Now, there's no way, in my mind, that you can possibly, if you were, you're tipping the scale at 220 pounds now, and you used to eat meals that would slide off of your plate. If you eat half of that, even if you did no exercise at all, you're going to start losing weight just naturally. Now, if we get a little pickier and we ask you to add a little exercise, so now here's the move more part of it. You've eaten, you've got, you've got to get rid of all the cholesterol and things like that. So you get a little pickier. So now you start to say, okay, I'm going to start to just drink more water than drink soda. I'm going to start eating more vegetables and take out some of the carbs that I have and the fried foods. Now you do that along with your half portions, and then, oh, by the way, you start to exercise. So if you only did 10 minutes of walking a day, you crank it up to 20. You move twice as much as you used to. If you did 30 minutes, you move for 60. And so now you move twice as much as you used to. You eat half as much as you used to. There's no way you shouldn't lose weight. And so I'm not taking everything off the plate. I'm still allowing you to eat what you like, but you eat half of it. Even if you have a piece of cake, eat half of the slice of cake that you normally eat.
Yeah, it's a great tip. It's a great tip. People don't realize, I don't think people realize how powerful portion control is. It really works, actually. And it's kind of physiology, right? It's like you want to take in less calories than then you have the ability to burn off, and then and then working out, moving more builds your muscle, which is going to increase your metabolic power.
Absolutely.
So, and I want everyone to know that we are doing a 6-month campaign here. So we're starting today. This is the launch of official launch for. Well, I know you launched last year, but we're doing this in a social media campaign here. Yep. So you are watching the very beginning of this, and we are inviting you to join us, not only here, but we're going to be on Twitter. We're going to be on Facebook, doing Twitter parties and Facebook chats. And then we're going to end up here again on December 17th at another Google Hangout party. And Braxton's going to have some really great giveaways, but we actually have some giveaways today as well for anyone who's here participating live. So we encourage you to come join us in the chat room. And then we'll also tell you more about, so we have our first Twitter party. And the whole point here is we want to keep the conversation going, right? Like,
right.
We want you to participate so that you feel supported. And then we're also, of course, leading up to Braxton's new book that's coming out January 6th. So it's called Fat Free for Life, and Braxton was telling you about it. And you will have a chance to actually win a signed copy of that book, which is pretty cool. So we have this whole campaign going on. So the Twitter parties, our first one is May 19th. So we really encourage you to join us. All of these events are on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's really easy to remember. So come join us for our first Twitter party. You want to follow Braxton on Twitter so that you can participate in the tweet chat or the Twitter party. And our hashtag is Eat Less, Move More. So it's really easy to remember. And of course, it also reminds you to eat less and move more, which is a brilliant campaign. And then our first Facebook chat is May 26th. So come join us. Again, you have to follow Braxton on Facebook. And then come join us for a live chat. You can also chat with Braxton on there. So the whole point is to get support, get tips from Braxton, and also potentially win some copies of books, of your books. Yeah. And Braxton, you're an author. You have so many books. Like, do you want to tell us about, first of all, can you tell us more about Fat Free for Life? But then I want to hear about your other books too, because you're an award-winning author.
Yeah. Fat Free for Life is really going to be just a phenomenal book. I'm really excited about it because, like I said, what I did is I said, okay, if I write a health book, I don't want to give somebody some craze that they can't follow. I don't want to give them a book that is going to just be something that occupies space on the shelf, or they feel it's very similar to anything else out there. I believe this book is different because it doesn't just speak to the physical, exercise, do this, do that. It doesn't just speak to the emotional, and it doesn't just speak to, spirituality or consciousness. It speaks to all three. Mm-hmm. So when you talk about getting in somebody's head and consciousness, I think people have to be able to relate to something. So each chapter, there's 13 principles. Okay. Each chapter breaks down in the three paradigms of, so you got the emotional, that's the actual connection with somebody. Mm-hmm. There's a testimonial. So I find famous people who have done some things. I put their testimonies in. I put some of mine in, how I overcame and some challenges that I've had. Mm-hmm. So I talk to it from there. From the spiritual, I actually break down spiritually what some verses and personal, some stories from the Bible, mm-hmm. and how that can be an inspiration in your life, and really what God says about being healthy. Yeah. And then I also give you the physical, which to me is the data, the real scientific data behind each one of those principles in that chapter. Mm-hmm. So, what if science has found out? What is in the literature out there that people can incorporate so they can feel like, hey, if one of the chapters is called Turn Down the Volume and Listen. That's when I talk about really reflects Eat Less, Move More. So it talks about the volume and how, overeating is not good because it's gluttony, and then how what's the science behind overeating and how you can change the stretch receptors in your stomach and how that whole feedback system works, and then how people have overcome. So I just think, and then of course at the end of each chapter, it's a book with a Cosby in it, so I'm sure you expect to laugh somewhere. So, at the end of each chapter, I have Cosby's Corner.
Oh, book with Cosby.
Yeah. And then
you are kind of funny, Braxton. You are kind of fun. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
You're entertaining.
It's actually pretty funny. I kind of go back every now and then. I look at some of the chapters and the things that I come up with in Cosby's Corner to relate to what that chapter brings. So you can kind of laugh at yourself a little bit. You kind of go through the chapter, you get all the information you need, and at the end you laugh about something in Cosby's Corner. And that way you feel light about it, and it's not anything that's just so overbearing, and now I think really you can relate to every chapter, and I think every chapter is a study chapter. I don't think it's anything you'll read it one time, you'll get it, and you'll leave. I tell people you want to go back, read it again, over and over again, because I'm really just coaching you through the book. And even some people who have read it already say, like, I really felt like you were my coach, and that's
awesome.
just
Yeah,
that's just my purpose of it. Hey, if you feel like I'm right there motivating you and I'm right there with you, hey, that's all I want to do with that book. So I think it's going to be just a great read for a lot of people. And then at the end, we even added like a I think it's like a question blitz. Like, okay, if you have a question about this, which chapter will it be in? And that way people can just people can just jump right in and just go right to the references. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we made it
references.
We made it as simple as possible, Edie, and so hopefully people will get it.
Hey, that's what writing a book entails. Like, we're trying to help people. So, and then also, of course, if people join us here and on our Twitter parties and on Facebook live chat, they're going to get even more support from you, like live support, right? Which is pretty amazing. So that's a huge opportunity for people. So
yeah, we have our first question in.
Awesome. Okay.
I got it through my email, which the person who's on is Miss Jacqueline. I know Miss Jacqueline from her show, and she hosts a blog talk radio show out in North Carolina. And awesome. She asked, and I'm gonna bounce this one to you, Edie. She asked, she wants to know more about SmashOn.
Oh, well, there we go. Okay. Sure. Okay. Well, first of all, okay. So SmashOn is a platform. It's a website and a platform to unite the health and wellness and fitness industry. So we have a pretty big goal. The website is smashon.com. Now we're still in beta. So we want people to know that we are happy to have you sign up, but we want you to know that we're still in beta. So we're going live really soon. So, but more about us. So we want to, okay, so the missing factor in well-being and in health is social well-being. We're also disconnected. And it's the social influence and feeling like you're like alone when you want to go out for that walk or jog, there's no one to go with. Like so SmashOn is about community in a nutshell. We want to encourage people to connect on the local level, to get off their computers and get back into real time and connect with one another in real time. Go on walks together, cook healthy food together, go to the farmer's market together. So we're really about empowering people to connect and with community. So of course we also have an online platform. We actually integrated Fitbit. So if you sign up for free and as a community member, you can actually upload your Fitbit and get motivated by Braxton and myself as experts, as like fitness experts. And we will give you motivation to stay motivated with your Fitbit and fitness. And also you can actually challenge other Fitbit users on there, create personal challenges with them. So, and Braxton is I'm really just so grateful and blessed. I met Braxton on Twitter. So social media is very powerful, right? Braxton, I've known you for a couple years now, but I approached you to be our fitness brand ambassador. And Braxton, you were so gracious when I first met you. I think I met you because of your other books, and it's a long story, but you were just gracious from the very beginning. So then Braxton is our fitness brand ambassador. How cool is that? So we're extremely fortunate to have him. And so SmashOn is really, we want to be the portal we want to unite all of these industries, right? Like fitness and wellness and nutrition and spa and beauty. And, these are all great industries, but it's very fragmented. And we're going to bring it all together onto one platform. So everyone will come through us. That's our goal. But also we want to get people offline back into their community. So that's the answer, hopefully in a nutshell.
Yeah, I think you answered it well.
One more thing I want to say is that if you do join, we do encourage you to join. Just remember that we're in beta, but join your local zip code, your local community, but also come join us in 95110. So that's where the most people are, and then you'll feel connected. So you won't feel lonely, which is the whole point.
Very cool.
So anyway, okay.
Well, that was great, Edie, and I'm actually getting some interaction here. Nobody's able to chat into, I think this chat is really just between me and you. I don't think they're allowed to chat in here.
Oh.
But I am getting some connection from people in the actual Google
Oh,
Plus over here. So
okay.
Jacqueline's in, and Jacqueline's, she said she loves the feature in the book that I was talking about, Fat Free for Life.
Yeah.
She said she always feels obligated to read a book from the beginning. The ability to search by question and jump in and out at the end with the rapid fire questions she likes. So thank you so much for that, Jackie. Let's see. We have my cousin is on. She said that she's looking at me through the tablet. So we do have quite a few people on. Actually, we've got 8 watching. It says 8
Very
watching, 8 viewers
cool.
right
Very
now. So
cool.
thank you guys for being on. We've got Debbie and Selma. Oh, my other cousin's on here. How you doing? Uh,
Love it. I love
and
it.
Leon's on us too. He said, "Can you see this?" I said, "Yep, I can do."
Oh,
So
hi, Leon. I
yeah,
recognize Leon. Nice.
yeah. So they're all on, and they're checking us out. So
Oh. I don't know why our chat isn't working. Yeah, that's
it says group chat. So I think you'd have to invite these people directly into the group.
I
So
see.
we're playing
Well,
around with this, guys, and getting used to it. So
good to
just
know.
bear
Well,
with us.
yeah, for sure for our December 17th Google Hangout party, we'll figure that out so that everyone can be in here. And yeah, so I'm so excited for everyone who's here with us.
Yeah, my cousin Allie's on, and I guess that's everybody right now. So thank you guys for being on. We want to thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
What else do we want to talk about? You know what? The other
Your
books
other
you told me to bring up a couple of books, right,
Yeah.
Edie?
And also, you were gonna do some giveaways, right? Like,
yeah, you know what? Since they're on, hey, it's been 30 minutes. Let's give away some stuff.
Nice.
Okay, so we appreciate you guys for being on so much that what I'm going to do is give away a few audiobooks, because who doesn't love a good audiobook? I know we're all stressed for time to do some things and not be able to get everything that we want to get done in a day, and plus sit home. Our eyes are tired, our minds have been too busy, and now we got to read a book. I love doing it, but I do them on vacation, really. If I read now, I really have to fit the time in. So I get that. So we are going to give away some cool audiobooks. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be cool. So let's see. Since I want to be very grateful for everybody getting on, we're going to give away 8 audiobooks. Well, not you, Edie. You don't get a book. You're participating. But all 7 of our viewers are going to get an audiobook today. They're going to take an audiobook home. How about that?
Sweet.
So what you guys can do, if here's what I want you to do. Send me an email, and I will send the email directly back to you with the link for the audiobook. You go ahead and you email me directly at braxton@cosbymediaproductions.com. And before the night is over with, you will have your pick. Let me see. I'm going to run down a few of the books that I have that have audiobook formats. We have Matt Mercury. Actually, I'll tell you what, you tell me which one you're interested in when you email me, and that's the one I'm going to send you. Okay, so we got Matt Mercury. This is kind of a sci-fi book. The guy, Bill Hughes, who's an amazing mind, he worked on some of the designs for the first Star Wars, the original Star Wars. I co-wrote that with him, and I actually do the audiobook voiceover myself. And he actually did the drawings and the sketches and some of the comic books for the Droid series. So if you guys want that, you email me that. If you want my audiobook for The Sect, this is out right now, The Wingate. I actually narrated that one as well. You just email me and ask me for that. We have Gail Devers, her life story book that I co-wrote with her, My Life and Story Stronger, which is the second book in the My Life and Story series. And Edie, what's cool about these books are they're an autobiography, but they're written in story mode. So basically, rather than you just read some book where it's like, Braxton grew up in Miami, 19 something something, and I won't say my age, but rather than you having to sit through all of that and Braxton did this and that, it's basically told in a narrative form. So you're actually gonna, in one chapter, the character, in this case it'd be Gail Devers, is sitting down in an interview, and then somebody asks her something about her life, and then the next chapter is a flashback in the first person perspective where she's actually living out that part of her life. And she comes back next chapter. So it's It kind of plays out like a Lifetime movie. Really cool.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
That's
so I
great.
did, and it's a very quick read. They're very smooth, and you really get all of their life, but it's all told in story mode. So you never kind of get pulled out of really living through the characters. The
Mhm.
other person I did the book one was it's within reach, but I don't know if I can grab it. Let me see if I can get it from where I am. Hold on.
Go for it, Braxton.
I got it without falling. Okay, here this is Mike Clemens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, who is Mike? Okay, I may sound ignorant here, but who's Mike Clemens?
Yeah, no, that's a great question.
Okay.
Mike Clemens is actually he's like a musical prodigy.
Oh, okay.
And you see, I got like two different mics. I got the mic on the front. We try to show the transition when Mike's coming up, trying to break in. He's actually a drummer. And
Okay.
he moved from secular music into gospel music, but he's drummed all around the
Wow.
world. Israel Houghton. He helped to produce music as well. He did a song that won a Dove Award, which is like the equivalent of a Grammy. Is a Grammy? Yeah, equivalent of Grammy in the gospel music sect. So he actually helped to produce a song that won a Dove Award. Great book. Tells of his life story growing up with his
Wow.
brother and his sister and his mom and his family, and how his mom just kind of really encouraged him. And he went into drums. He loved what he did. So that is a good book. I co-wrote that with Mike as well. Let me see. We have an audio book for. You know what? Let me see if I can grab this one too. Hold on.
He's gonna go for it.
I'm going for.
Love it.
All right, I'm back again. Here we go. This one. This was actually affiliated. Now, tell me how the timing of this works. You see the guy with the hoodie on the cover. How much of this have we had in the news now? With no cop stuff here, but really just about a young man trying to get out of the inner city, and he comes to this spiritual awakening one day where he has a death experience, and he actually goes to the gates of hell and realizes that what he's doing is not going to get it. So he fights really hard to get out and get somewhere in his life. Great inspirational story written by Kyle Champion, who's the author. Very good story. First book in the Lost Souls series.
Oh, okay.
And he that's just a great story, and that's narrated by William Butler. He does a fantastic job of narrating that book. Let me see. So we got Gail, we got Mike, we got all of the and Free Dive. Let me tell you about this one here. If you like science fiction.
I do. I confess, I love it.
Oh, well, I gotta send you one. I gotta send you one of these, Edie. I mean, I tried to leave you out, but you know what? If you love science fiction, and I'm telling you why I'm doing this. This is a gift. This book is so good.
Really?
And it's such an original story. You're gonna be listening to it in the beginning going, well, how is this sci-fi? And all of a sudden, this story just explodes in front of you.
It.
You know what I mean? And
that's my favorite kind.
Yes, written by this young man. He'll thank me for calling him young, C.F. Waller, and I call him. He's just a genius. He really has an amazing story, and it takes place in the ocean. If you like the whole Abyss, remember the movie The Abyss? If you like that, this is right on that same level. So I'm gonna send you a copy of this. If you guys want it, I'm sending you guys. I've got. Let me see. Got a question here.
I appreciate it.
No problem. Somebody chimed in. Okay, yeah, Leon was just reminding me that he's a music producer and a Dove Award winner. Got that, Leon. Yeah, that was about Mike. Okay. So, yeah, those are our book. Well, and then Destiny Revealed. This is, if you like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like move over Harry Potter kind of stuff here. The Destiny Revealed series is book one of the Destiny trilogy. And this is going to be, this is the first book. Second book is coming out in August. It has already become, and let me do a little bit of a bragging for our company. This was an Amazon #1 rated book. Wow.
Great.
Mike Clemens went #1 on Amazon.
Oh, congratulations.
Category. And Chris just went in the UK on Amazon for his category of anthologies. He won. So this is a very good book. If you guys, you can be older and still enjoy it. It's like Harry Potter where you think, it's just a kid's book, and then you start to get into the story and you're like, oh my God, I got to see more Harry Potter. That's what this one is in the same vein. So we have all those things lined up, guys. All you got to do is email me at Braxton at cosmemediaproductions.com, and I'm going to send you a link to go you'll go, and I'll send you instructions. You got to go to audible.com. You just can't go to Amazon and put it in. You got to go to Audible, who's the main distributor of all these audiobooks. And you'll put in the promo, you'll find the book, you'll put in the promo code, you'll apply the code, and then boom, it's yours. And they'll probably ask you to open up an account. You know, it's just a 30-day. If you keep it, keep the account, and they give you free stuff all the time. So I love the audiobooks. And do I have time to kind of do the secret reveal that I promised, Edie? What do you think?
Of course, Braxton, it's your, I mean, I think we scheduled for an hour. I think we're good, but you're in control.
Okay, here we go. So here it is. I can do the drum roll. Remember we were playing with that stuff? Let me see what I got. I got my effects here.
Yeah, we got to use these effects.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Google was nice enough to give them to us. So let me go ahead and pull in the Google
make full use of them.
And I'm going to do the drum roll. Let's see. Where is this? Are you ready?
Yeah.
We're real dorky too, just in case you guys didn't get that.
I am loving Google Hangouts.
So, ta-da! Here we are. We've got, this is the cover reveal for, and you like sci-fi.
I do.
Now,
this is yours, right?
Yeah. Here's some more Google noise.
This is your book, right?
This is my book. This is Protostar. This is book 1 of the Starcross series. It's gotten a facelift again. So, you know, we've had a couple iterations of it, but now it's fully in its right home. And this is doing really well. It did well before, but now it's back home with me under Cosby Media Productions and Tate. And it is going to be a fantastic story. You guys will really enjoy it. It tells, it actually won Reader's Favorite Book of the Year Award for Sci-Fi Romance, and it won Literary Classics Book of the Year Award, International Book of the Year Award for I think it was just Young Adult. So this is the new cover. Yeah, this is the new cover. You see the young lady on the front.
Yeah.
And the paperback will be available June 30th because we're relaunching it, and the ebook will be out in oh look, I actually got it lined up with my face here. The ebook will actually be out in on June 1. I think the first week of June I'm gonna launch it. But here is the sequel. Wrong way. Let me go this way.
So that's a Braxton effect. Okay.
That's a Braxton effect. Now I'm gonna have to switch my hands so I don't get confused. This is the sequel, Supernova. Can you see that? Yeah. There we go. So Supernova, see how the faces link up? So you've got the main character, Sydney, here, and then the main character, William, here.
Nice.
And Supernova kind of picks up right where the first book leaves off. Both of these guys will be available on paperback June 30th. And the ebook for Supernova will be out in June. And the audiobook, the ebook for Protostar is going to be out first week of June. And guess what I just did, Edie, last week? What I finished doing? I finished recording.
What did you do last week?
I finished recording the audiobook for Protostar. So,
congratulations.
So we'll have all 3 of those for me. I'm very excited because I always wanted to get an audiobook for those because they're so dramatic and there's a lot of detail and I just love the pacing of the story. So that audiobook, the ebook, and the paperback will all be out in June. And Supernova, I'm in the middle of recording as well. So really excited with that. Let's see. Here we go. So let's see now. Now here we are with Jackie is jumping in with a question. She says, read the intro from Mike Clemens' book. And does it read like a Lifetime movie, very smooth and engaging? I'll be requesting that one on. So don't give up on Don't Give Up Radio. Okay, cool. So I'll do that. I'll give you a little taste of it, and then you'll see how this reads, Jackie. So let's see. Chapter 1. Okay, so right now Mike is actually sitting down, having the interview portion with the first chapter. Says, so you've toured the world, playing the drums, touching lives, and now your goal is to do what exactly, Mr. Clemens? Mike says, I smile over a muffled laugh. Please, Miss Andrews, call me Mike. Mike it is. She pauses pauses the record key on her tablet. And please call me Dot. Dot? Yes, it's short for Dorothy, but I can't stand it. She bats her eyes at me playfully. It's such an old name for a young lady like me. Dot it is. I give a faint bow and wring my hands together to clear off the sweat. The blinking of the record button on the face of the tablet pulls me into the reality that this is really happening. A full-blown interview on a cover and a cover on the cover issue of Essence magazine. What have I ever thought? And then it says, well, you're about to tell me, Mike. My eyebrows rise. About what? About your goals, the future? Oh, yes, the future, I say, finally shaking free from my nerves. I see myself continuing to do what I've always done. What's that? Play more music? Playing the drums has always been more than just playing music, Dot. It's been my life ministry. So, she asks a couple of questions, and then they go into the second chapter. And then we have the flashback where it's like, hey, Mike, you coming over later after rehearsals? Asked Larry. Nah, man, my mom needs me to stay a little while longer and help clean the shed out back. My crazy brother ran off before I could recruit him. Larry scratched his head and looked around sneakily. Suit yourself, but I was going to show you a new move I learned with the sticks that I think you'll really dig. Stop playing. I ain't playing, dude. It's a wicked finger twirl I picked up from the show last week when we visited the old church in Folkestone. For real, for real? For real. My heart pounded in my chest. If I skipped out on my mother now, it would be ground city for me for sure. But what could I do? I had played in the back for long enough. I deserved a little moment in the spotlight, and learning this move might be the thing to do it. So that's kind of how it does. And then it flips back to the interview. So I think you'll dig it, Jackie. And William Butler does a better job than I do of reading that, because he actually tries to put on this female voice when it's Dot and then switches back to Mike. So I think you're going to get a kick out of that. And thanks for the request, Jackie. I think you're going to love it.
That's really great writing to you. I mean, you're such a natural. Like, I'm amazed at all of your talents, and you really are about the human spirit, right? Like the potential of the human spirit. I mean, can you tell us more about that? Because I think that's really inspiring.
I think, my pastor always says that we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So the whole key is to get back to being a spirit. Like we visiting here, we in these bodies, and we're so limited by the bodies that, we limit ourselves. We kind of don't remember we can get back to all the strength of the spirit, which is, boundless energy and purpose. So, in most of my stories, I think what people get is that there's an underlying focus on the strength of something beyond just the physical. There's something that holds them together. There's something that keeps them moving, that keeps them driving. And, I tell people most times success is just a battle of attrition. Those who give up don't see their dreams fulfilled. And that's just it. So there's only room for so many people to climb to the top. And those who just stop will never see it, And then there's times for people to get to the top, to have their moment, and somebody else gets there. And I think being conscious of the strength of the spirit and how there's something outside of just what we see and hear and feel that will continue to drive us and to motivate us and to get us to the top is really what's cool. My cousin KC said that she wants a copy of Mike Clemens too. So get them while they're hot. I'm giving them away for free. So she'll get an email tonight as well with her request. So thanks a lot. She digs the cover. She likes the way it looks. So she'll be getting one of those as well.
Braxton, I love how you say being conscious of the strength of the spirit, the human spirit. And also, you also really talk about this in terms of like losing weight and getting fit, is like mindset is really powerful. Like people don't realize, like, I actually think that the two biggest things are mindset and then like community support. Like so yourself, there's your personal power, and then there's like outside of you, there's whether it's communal support or spirit, being tied to, like being connected to divine source. And like but you talk about like harnessing your inner warrior too, right? Like how can you talk about mindset? I think that's really that, because we're talking about like doing like tips for people.
Yeah, your mindset is key. I talk about it a lot in the book Fat Free for Life. There's a chapter that talks about buddy up, and I think there's power in accountability. You know what I mean? Everybody will do something if they don't think the camera's on them at one point in time, and or if nobody's looking, what will you do? Will you go 5-10 miles over the speed limit if you don't think a cop's around and you're in a rush? Will you eat a little more if nobody's staring at you? My biggest thing is, and I'm bad for this. This is the bad me coming out. when I used to go to buffets. I don't do buffets anymore. And I got a blog article to tell you why you shouldn't do them either. If you go to my site, you can look up buffet and it'll pop up in the search bar. But I used to look at certain people walk in the buffet and I go, well, watch what happens, and it's like I'm here on official business, at the buffet, and people are proud, they get all this food, and you can see how they kind of strut back over to the table,
like
and then they get mad at you if you're looking at them like with your eyes like, like really, you're mad at me for looking at you, but you stack the plate like that. So I think if you can really be honest with yourself that what you're doing needs correction, and that you're willing to listen to people who say, hey man, I think you need to put that down, step away from the table, you've had enough. Because, I say in the book, and I say, don't trust yourself because I don't trust you. So just stop trusting yourself. People say, oh no, I'm okay. I can do this. I can walk down the aisle at the store where the Twinkies are. It doesn't bother me. I won't pick up a Twinkie. No, you will pick up a bag of Twinkies or whatever, so don't trust yourself. I don't. I'm trying to give you the parameters to stay within the borders and that you don't slip up. But people trust themselves way too much. It's almost like I tell people, eating becomes an addiction, and definitely. The reason it is because the sugar that's involved. I mean, they say that some tests that they believe that the addiction to sugar is stronger than that of crack cocaine,
Absolutely.
And so you do get addicted to it. And then you get addicted to it also because it becomes a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Certain thing, every party that certain cultures throw has got to have a lot of food. And they just can't have like hot dogs, they got to have 3-course meal. And where's the dessert? I can't believe you didn't bring in a dessert, and they also have the, so you also have a TV show. Oh, my favorite TV show. Everybody, quick, we got to get the wings out. We got to get this out. And then, it's okay eating wings if they're baked or broiled, but you bring the fried wings in, So everything just becomes something that's so scripted. And before you know it, you're just overeating. So if you have that accountability partner, hey man, I'm going to see you at 5 o'clock in the gym. We're going to work each other out. And me and KC used to do a lot of spin class, and I got to get her back over there because, I haven't seen her in a while, but I know she was kicking my butt in the spin class. I was kicking hers, and I just haven't spun in quite a while because I went more in a strength program for a while. But I am going back tomorrow, KC. So if you want it, it's on. But
I love it.
Yeah, we did that, and the buddy system was great because you knew people were coming. I didn't feel like going, but I knew she was coming and she was traveling all the way. So I said, okay, well, I guess I got to spend the day.
Yeah.
So I talk about that in the book of having a partner and really trusting people and not getting mad when they correct you. You got to be open to the correction. So, and
set yourself up for success. I think that I can tell that you really believe in that too. So that's, I think, really important. And we really want to, you're going to have like a bunch of tips for people, like when they join us on the Twitter parties and on Facebook, live Facebook chat. And so that's a huge opportunity for people. And also we want to encourage people to sign up for your website for your newsletter. Like, so if you really want to follow what Braxton is doing on all levels and also be reminded of when the Twitter parties are and the Facebook chats are, and when our big finale is here back on Google Plus Hangout, December 17th, go to braxtoncosby.com and sign up for his newsletter so that you can be sure to be notified of everything that's happening and that you can have the maximum interaction with Braxton. I think that's really important.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I think your tips are really great. And I really love your campaign, Braxton. I think it's,
Thank you.
It's really timely.
Yeah, and if anybody goes over to the site and they just type in Eat Less, well, actually there's an Eat Less, Move More page. So if you're really trying to get your mind wrapped around the Eat Less, Move More campaign, when you go to the website, you'll see a page that actually has the blog that just tells you about the campaign. And then as you search more, you'll start to unravel some of the fitness tips that I have as far as the health things are concerned. You'll see the interview with Erica, the registered nurse, and how it impacted her life. So a lot of opportunity for people to learn from it. And that's, we're just giving it away. We're just wanting people to get better and be healthy and really be good contributors to the community. I tell people all the time, it's kind of hard for God to use you when you're out of breath when you take 5 steps, so if somebody out there needs you to help them and somebody needs to help you. And it's just, Everybody's just hand over hand helping each other. I do want to say, guys, when you get these books now, it's not just for you to listen to the audiobook and say, "Whoa, that was great. I loved it." Man, thanks, Braxton. Go to the site, go to Amazon, and give people a review. That's very hard work, you know, from the authors to put the stories together. It's hard work for us to format them and get those books ready and nice and shiny for you. And also the person who read for the audiobook. So, you know, please show love and go and give them a review on the book, and just, you know, whatever you felt about the book, give it to them, because that helps authors sell books. Reviews help authors all the time.
And then Braxton, do you want to tell people about what's going to happen on December 17th for our big party? What do they have to look forward to in terms of giveaways for that?
Yeah, we're obviously be giving away signed books at that time. Today was just the audio books. We'll be giving away signed books. We'll have some bookmarks. We'll have some other fitness promo items we can mail out to people. You know, we might even have some exercise videos to give away too. I'm working on that as well, so people can actually get fit. Actually, if you really want to get fit too, stay tuned to my blog. That's why it's important for you guys to go ahead and sign up and subscribe to it, because I'm going to be sending out emails. We're going to start getting everybody signed up to be able to do Cha-Cha-Size right from their comfort of their own home, on your mobile devices, your cell phones, and your computers right at home. The platform's already there, but when I send out the email, I'm going to be giving you that information for free, how to log on and have access to that. So you can have me in your house 7 days a week, and you don't even have to tell my wife about it.
And then Braxton, weren't you also saying that if people go ahead and pre-order your book, Fat Free for Life, on Amazon, that's how they can be entered into the giveaways for December 17th?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you guys can go on Fat Free for Life, look it up now. And if you pre-order that book and you send me an email, you are pretty much almost guaranteed to get something very special.
Very cool.
When you get that confirmed order, you just you know, take a picture of it and you send that to me in my email. You're gonna get something very, very special. So December 17th is when you hear all about it.
Yeah, so you want to come back on December 17th for our final, like, our Google Hangout party, and let all your friends know too. And then again, come join us on our first Twitter party is May 19th. So that's a Tuesday. All of these events are happening on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's really easy to remember. And our Twitter parties start on May 19th, and they're going to be every 2 weeks. So again, every 2 weeks starting May 19th, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The hashtag is Eat Less, Move More. So come join us on Twitter live with Braxton. And then our first Facebook chat is May 26th. You want to follow Braxton on Facebook. I mean, Braxton, isn't your Facebook page, isn't it just Braxton, or are there a couple on there? There's Braxton.
Well, there's a couple of them. So, okay. You know, I kind of closed down the private one. So the one that everybody can get to is the Dr. Braxton Cosby.
Got it. Okay.
Google that on, you know, Facebook, Dr. Braxton Cosby, takes you right there to fan page. And that's where all of my posts go, and, you know, everything is all linked. You know, it's all one circle of life. You know, people can get to it. So.
Okay. That's really good to know. Okay. So our first Facebook chat is on May 26th. Again, this is on a Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The next one is June 9th. So come join us for May 26th and June 9th, both Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we're going to do it again November 10th and December 8th. Again, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live Facebook chats with Braxton. So come like Braxton's Facebook page, and then that way you'll be able to participate with him. And then, of course, we're going to have Twitter parties every 2 weeks starting May 19th until December 17th. So
absolutely. And don't forget, you know, Edie, when officially would you like everybody to start joining the and register for the SmashOn platform? Are we ready for that just yet, or no?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, people are welcome to join now as community members. We welcome people as long as they keep in mind that we're still in beta. So what we encourage you to do is join your local zip code wherever you live, and then also come join us in 95110. So that's where the most people are. But then if you go ahead and, like I said, we integrated Fitbit. So you can upload your Fitbit and you can start getting motivated by other Fitbit users and also us. We have a lot of amazing health and fitness and wellness experts on there. including Braxton and myself. So we will give you motivation to stay on track with using your Fitbit. And also you can motivate other Fitbit users on there. So people can sign up now. We just want you to keep in mind that we're still in beta. So with that in mind, we're still in the beginning stages, but we do have people on there. We just don't want you to get lonely. So definitely come join 95110 in addition to joining your local zip code. And then actually, if you want to start inviting your friends and family and local community, then you can help us grow the communities quicker. And again, we really want to help encourage local healthy communities. So it's really win-win for everybody because this is about social well-being. So yeah, absolutely. And thanks Braxton for asking that.
No problem. Well, we've hit the 9 o'clock hour, and we really appreciate you guys getting on. Do you know where this is going to be on YouTube, Edie? Do you have the address?
Braxton, I believe it posts to your YouTube account. If
that'd be very cool. Good.
They should be linked up. If not, there's a way to link it up so that, yeah, it will go straight to your YouTube account. And then hopefully I can post it on mine as well. And
absolutely.
So yeah, this will be live. So, or not live, but it'll be replayed here on Google Plus and then on YouTube, your YouTube.
Very cool.
And maybe SmashOn if we can get it together. So.
Well, you know what? Once I grab it off YouTube, I'll definitely throw it up on my site as well, so people can come and check it out and see what we were talking about and all that other good stuff. But thanks again, guys, for getting on. We really appreciate it. Remember to email me at braxton@cosbymediaproductions.com. You can get your free audiobook and leave a review on Amazon. And we just hope you guys enjoy it. We hope you enjoyed the time that we've had and shared together here. And thanks for coming through. And next time, bring your friends and family, and we'll just have a good old time talking it up.
Thanks for being here, everyone. We'll see you on Twitter and Facebook.